Hey, what's up, everybody? It is what is it? It's Wednesday, August 8th. We got a special guest with us today. Corey's out again this week. He's doing some pretty cool stuff, but we've got Dana from the team at SmartSolve. Dana, thank you so much for joining us. How you doing?
Of course, doing great. So excited to be on, and thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. And then you're in Ohio, right?
Correct. Yeah, SmartSolve's located in Bowling Green, Ohio. Most
Yeah.
people hear Bowling Green and think Kentucky, but Northwest Ohio.
Have you been to Ohio, Adam?
It's so Ohio, actually.
Yeah.
No, never been there. I will be traveling, however, quite a bit over the next couple of weeks. And that's why I'm wearing my overalls. So I'll see everybody
Perfect.
in Atlanta next week at the Flexo Experience Center. Back to you,
Awesome.
Avelio and Dana.
Well, Adam, last time I saw you, you were in a magician's outfit at Label Expo.
That is true. I do have. To be fair, though, that's not a magician's outfit. That is a costume from the live-action Mary Poppins with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
What?
Don't worry about it, Avelio.
How did I miss this?
And I'm
You-
coming to everybody live from my 2002 Audi vehicle before I go into.
Fancy.
Wait, this is going to be great. In about 20 minutes, I'm going to be presenting at 1 Million Cups here in Salt Lake City. So I can't stay the whole time, but I wanted to come say what's up to the people. I'm not a special guest. That's Dana. I'm just a regular human.
You're not special at all.
But big news, guys. Big news, everybody.
Tom's asking for one strap down, dude. You know, he knows what's up.
Like this?
Yeah, you gotta keep it hip hop.
Yeah. So this morning, after months of being asked and requested, I put mozzarella cheese in my coffee.
Did you?
I sent you a video. Did
Oh,
you?
I got a video, but I haven't checked it on my message. What do you think?
And
Scale of 1
I
to
will.
10, how to taste.
So at first I was like, this is a horrible idea because there's a little bit of mozzarella that like melted and it was like in my first coffee and it was like eating pizza and drinking coffee at the same time. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know about this. But when it like got all together in the bottom at the end of the cup, I was like,
Yeah.
this is what Avelio was talking about.
It changes completely. It's no longer cheese.
Avelio was right.
Bam. Clip that.
I can't do this, by the way. I feel like some sort of weird
Yeah. So
rizzy high
what I
school
was talking
person.
about is, I'm from Colombia. We drink coffee nonstop. And one of the things that we do is we put cheese in our coffee. Take a nice mozzarella, a nice Munster, a nice white whole milk cheese, and you just drop it in your hot coffee. And by the time you're done with your cup, it is just melted into this new, it's like a completely different material. I don't even know what it is. It's
it doesn't dissolve.
No.
So it's opposite of SmartSolve, where it transforms. It doesn't dissolve. I would not recommend putting mozzarella down your drain, especially with hot water. But I would recommend putting it down your throat drain after you drink some coffee because it was very tasty.
Dude, I'm glad you like it. Definitely check it out. Throw it in the comments if you guys try it. But let's get to today's show. We've already spent 45 minutes talking about coffee and cheese. And Dana's here, and she's not about the coffee and cheese. Do you drink coffee?
I haven't tried it yet, but yes, I drink coffee.
All right. Mozzarella. You got to check that out. So what I want to talk about today is beauty packaging. And I saw this article on a website, on the style website called scmp.com. And it's how the beauty packaging how beauty packaging is kind of trying to balance both design and sustainability. Before it was like, glass bottles and like a full experience, like, rigid boxes with like foam inserts and a lot of different components to elevate the product. right? And really the only thing you're buying is the liquid inside, and the bottle is what gives it its shape. But today with sustainability, we're seeing a lot of brands move into like refillables where you can buy like a big jug of the fragrance and then a smaller applicator. And then you can just put that smaller applicator, like there's a little hole on the bottom of it, and you just put it on and you like pump it so it fills up the applicator, and then you walk around with that. Because you don't need a huge bottle in your purse, um, but you do want like something that's small. By far is a brand that did that and like that innovated the whole space. It's like a little clip on that you clip on your purse, you clip it on your, on your belt, and you use that to apply. And then when you're done with it, you just go home and you just like pump it and fill it up again. So pretty cool stuff in terms of like refillable. But with sustainability, like it's not just the use case of reusing and refilling. Like what are some of the other, maybe like what are some of the issues that you would see with like fragrance? So,
For
or
like refill.
just in general, right? So like what are some, like what happens end of life with some of these things, with some of these fragrance bottles? Like what do you do with your Axe body spray, Adam?
Um, well, obviously that's how I met my wife. So if you've seen the commercials, I don't use I'll be totally transparent. My sister brought me back a bottle of cologne from France when she was in in high school. This was before I was married or engaged. I still have it. It's like 25 years old. I don't even know if it's good to use. So I'm not a big like fragrance person. So I don't know, Dana, if this is something that do you use fragrances in your daily life? Because I outside of deodorant, like and Venus lube, I'm pretty fragrance free.
I do a little bit. I'm kind of at that age of life where there's a bunch of weddings and stuff. So before a wedding or big event, little
Yeah,
spray.
Mhm.
nice.
And
So being in the being in the packaging industry, like when you look at it, are you like, oh, this is problematic, or oh, this is something that could be kind of cool, or is there ever any user problems, I guess, that you find in this industry?
I see a lot of just like extravagant design packaging, or it's like a package inside of a package inside of a package. And it's like you don't need so much packaging waste. And especially single use packaging. People are on the go or traveling a lot. So they like to have smaller sized monodose packages. But yeah, you can't, even flying, carry a big bottle around all the time. So being able to have smaller packs.
Reminds me of that scene from The Emperor's New Groove. Remember when Yzma, I don't know if you guys remember this movie, it's great. She's like, I'll put that box inside of a box and put that box inside of another box, and then I'll smash it with a hammer. That's whenever I think of that kind of stuff.
yeah, well, that's pretty much what you see a lot of, right? Is just tons and tons of packaging. Here's like this article, and in it, like the examples that they're giving would be like, and it's not just fragrance; it's beauty. So cosmetics. I know like one of the conversations that has been had over the last couple of years is refillable. So maybe you're buying this compact, for example, and then the pan inside can be refillable, right? And you're spending a little bit more for a keepsake palette that you'll use for the next, hopefully 10, 15 years. And you're just swapping out the inside. Now, if it's like a limited edition, like it's super custom to the particular product inside, then you're kind of limiting that use, and people will probably want to buy the everyday version, the limited edition version, which for the brand is great, but from a sustainability standpoint, again, we're buying more and more product.
And
But I
there's
don't
a
know, like,
variety of kinds of products, yeah, whether it's like a liquid or makeup formulation powder,
mhm,
or like a bath bomb experience. Um,
yeah. So would you buy a um, like an outer pack that you would then refill?
hmm,
Is that something that you would do, Dana?
I haven't personally done it before, but I'd be interested in trying it. Yeah, typically, I mean, I graduated college a few years ago, so I'm still kind of coming back up from that college budget. So a lot of times I just get some of the cheaper things on the shelf. And a lot of times It has to come at a premium refill cost.
That's a great point. I mean, I think that a lot of this stuff does require that initial investment that does have a little bit of sticker shock when you're
Mhm.
looking at it on a shelf, right?
And not
So,
even just price and sticker shock, but also like widely available. They'll have like a section huge and then maybe only a tiny bit. A few brands are really
Mhm.
standing out and making sustainable switches.
Dana, can I ask you a question about bath bombs? Because I'm a professional um, bath taker. I think they're great.
So I
Okay.
But
hate baths.
what's that?
I hate baths.
Oh man, give me the bath salts and the bubbles and the whole thing. So I was thinking about this actually with SmartSolve. Do you, is it possible to just take the bath bomb like, because you have to have like a print, you have to have a code on it or something like that. And this isn't like a layup softball question for everybody. I genuinely don't know this about SmartSolve, but is there a film similar to like a dishwasher pod where you could wrap a bath bomb in, you could print it with like a water soluble, some sort of a, maybe not even print it, I don't know, because that might make the bath a little bit weird. But would that just dissolve in the bath? Like, could you just drop it in the, and then the SmartSolve would dissolve in the bath, and then the bath salts would, is that a
Yeah.
use case?
In the technical term, it's like dissolve and disperse. It doesn't
Mhm.
completely go away. It just breaks down into small cellulose wood pulp fibers. So the material disperses in the bath. Um, if I share my screen, we have a page dedicated, and we just did a new video project showcasing the bath bomb market application. So yes, we can print on it, throw the
This is
pack
crazy
in the
because
bath.
literally, I hope people aren't watching this like, oh man,
Like,
Adam
oh yeah,
set her up for this. This is like actually completely organic, just so everybody is aware of the fact that I wasn't like, I really do love baths. You know what? I'm gonna go live from the bubble bath. No, I'm not gonna do that.
But
I'm having my
yeah,
bathtub removed from my house.
even bar of soaps. How many times you go to hotels and travel and just rip open the packs and throw it
Oh yeah,
away? And it's not like there's a recycling bin in the trash can or in the bathroom. Um, so being able to print
So don't
on
eat
it
it.
and branding is really neat.
this
But
is
are
cool.
And
you
two, it's like you don't have to throw it in the package and be sitting in the bath with your package, and you're not wasting any additional water. Just then, if you want to open the pack, put the bath bomb in, and then as you're lifting the drain up and rinsing it down, you can do that. Or you could put it in the bath.
so if you were to okay, so SmartSolve doesn't um, dissolve. It dissolves and disperses. So then the fibers are still in the water. So if
Mhm.
you were to put that envelope in your bathtub, would like when you got up, would you have fiber all over you?
No,
Like,
it breaks into really small cellulose wood pulp fibers.
okay.
Like,
So then could you do like
and it's safe to go down the drain or flush. We have a customer that uses it even as a tampon wrapper, so it can go right down the toilet. We've passed all the same flushability standards that it takes to certify toilet paper and wipes.
It's
okay.
cool.
I know we've kind of talked about like in the bathroom, and we're gonna get to can we solve it here in a minute. So would definitely love you to kind of get ready to
You guys are
answer
gonna
some
have to answer those
questions.
questions because I'm gonna have to go present and put on a cape.
Yeah, no, for sure. But if you guys have questions, like save them, and then we can ask them during Can We Solve It? And if you ask us a question and we don't solve it, then we'll send you a shirt. And that segment is brought to you by the team at SmartSolve. So thank you guys for that. Um, so if you've got a product, we've talked about like having products in the bathroom, and in the bathroom, there only being really just one trash can. That's like just all trash. You don't have a recycling bin in your bathroom.
Hmm.
So like a product like this can just like it leapfrogs over that problem. It just you can throw it in the toilet, you can throw it in the sink, you can throw it in the baths. Like what other products could you potentially use? What other scenarios are your product packaging would be great if it dissolved?
Yeah, for a large
Bathroom, kitchen,
bathroom, kitchen, laundry, dish, a lot of like cleaning products and powders. Obviously,
camping.
since it's camping, on the go, travel, refill, reuse. And we actually have a new material that we're coming out. Um, it's we have qualification roles available now, but the product's not going to be commercially available till January of 2026. But it's called Pure Nil Zero, and it's 100% bio-based material, no microplastics. And yeah, we're really excited.
Wow, that's
Being
pretty
in
cool.
marketing, I'm starting to prepare for the main launch in January of 2026.
No, that's awesome. And
Hey
and
guys, I
Frank,
gotta go. I gotta go get set up. Um,
and
I
all
know.
right. So before you go, you're going to talk to a million cups. What is a million cups?
Yeah, so 1 Million Cups is a community of, it's a networking community of people all over the United States. It's funded by the Kauffman Foundation. Excuse me. I've been coming for a while. It's described as AA for entrepreneurs, so just a bunch of really cool people. You go today, I get to present about Label King, and then people just ask you really obnoxiously hard questions. And it's just a really cool community. When I started the People of Packaging podcast, I presented it. I met some awesome people who were like, "Hey, maybe you haven't thought about this. Maybe you haven't, considered that. Hey, I started a podcast." You just never know. So I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of showing up, going to these networking meetings, even though it's not like a packaging industry. Um, it's just people who have been around business for a while, and it's a great group. So check out 1 Million Cups. If you're in Utah, you have 12 minutes. Get out here.
Awesome, man. All right, dude. Go get
Yeah, sorry,
your.
sorry, I forgot. I'm a terrible person, but I miss you guys already.
All right, dude. We'll see you. Thanks for
Bye,
joining us,
Adam.
Adam.
Yep.
Have a good show. All right, Dana. So Frank's saying, sounds like a pretty amazing product. I would say if people want to get a sample of SmartSolve, can they reach out to you here on LinkedIn? So
Yeah.
you can get Frank some samples and Hugh some samples.
Reach out
So
to me personally or follow the SmartSolve LinkedIn page. I believe I connected it, so I think we're streaming from
yeah, you should be
SmartSolve.
streaming on there.
Not sure if
Uh,
we got guests from SmartSolve side here.
Perfect. No, it's definitely a cool product. Trying to come up with like different uses and different applications for it. I
Yeah.
know,
You
like,
can also go to our website and
mhm,
contact us that way. Check out more of the market applications and the different products. Since you said, Avelio, you don't take baths as much or use the
no,
bath bomb. Also, athletes, this is a customer success story we wrote with Punch Gunk. It's a muscle therapy release.
mhm,
So, like for athletes after long day working hard and needing to relax their muscles, they can throw that pack in the bath instead of
that's
a
cool. Instead of a bath
beauty.
bomb. Yeah. No, it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, like what other uses would you want your packaging to dissolve? I know there's been a couple of brands that have used that actually like infuse soaps and other things into the Smart Solve. So like
Yeah,
as you like rinse your hands, it actually turns into the bubbles.
yeah.
So like
This
what
is
other
an
things could you
example I
do?
have here, like a water-soluble paper soap if you're on the go and traveling. It's like a single-use soap sheets in the
And there's
pack,
nothing is there
and
something there's there okay, so
they
that's
actually coated the soap into our water-soluble paper.
yeah.
And
So
so,
like
yeah.
what else could you put in there? Right? Fragrance. You could do fragrance, could you do skincare? Like lotion?
Mhm. Yeah. We have a It's kind of a fun name, a really neat company that's just starting out using our material called Nudies, and they do personal care products,
Mhm.
daily face wash powders. They just shared a big trade show event they were at, and they actually brought a whole sink in their trade show booth and loved seeing the consumers' reactions to just watching the packaging go down the drain.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's always like I don't know. I love just trying to figure out like where I can innovate, where this makes sense. I've
Mhm.
seen a lot of brands that are doing like swing tags, like the hang tags that go on the clothes that they can then just dissolve. It's kind of cool, but it doesn't necessarily connect. Like I'm not trying to shirt on and then throwing this in a vat of water. But
Mhm.
maybe like in bathing suit and swimsuit, right? If I get my swimsuit, if I'm a tourist near a beach and I get my swimsuit in a little package, I can take that and toss it in the water somewhere in the shower, the beach
Mhm.
shower, something like that.
Yeah.
Um,
And even if you don't throw it in the water directly, I mean, it's kind of cool and fun to engage with it dissolving,
yeah,
but if you would just the material is recyclable, so if you would recycle it, it would help support the recycling system. Or if you would just throw it away eh,
mhm,
or litter, we'd never say litter the material, but it
right.
would biodegrade.
Yeah, and that's something that does happen, right? Like people throw stuff away, things blow out of the trash cans.
Hmm.
But yeah, like if it rains, it just goes away, and then just over time, even if it doesn't rain, it does go away, which is kind of cool.
Hmm.
But like I said, I love coming up with like just different applications. Can you use it on food?
Our new material, Pure Nil, that I
Mhm.
talked about, that's becoming commercial in January, is approved for direct food contact. So
Does that
especially
dissolve also?
yes, it does. We're really trying to focus on snack packages, powders. Think of like a mac and cheese box. You already have the outer box
Yeah,
protection, but then the pouch inside of it could dissolve. Or the confectionery market, a lot of snack packages, or how many candy wrappers do you
yeah,
see after parades littered on the side of the road?
yeah. No, that's crazy. I mean, you can even just do confetti, right? Just
Mhm.
of confetti where it goes away, um,
Yep.
after the event. But I'd love to get into. Let's get to can we solve it, and see if we can give away a shirt. Can we solve it is a quick segment we do where you ask us questions, and if we can't answer it, you win a shirt. This is brought to you by SmartSolve. Um, Dana is amazingly here, and she's part of the SmartSolve team, and that's packaging that's going to dissolve, new materials that can dissolve. So definitely go check them out at smartsolve.com.
Yep, you're right.
Um, yeah, like Clayton, you've always got some good questions. Let's hear a question on packaging. And while we wait, I want to ask you a question. I was in Ohio about a month ago, Dana, and
Okay.
there were bugs everywhere. There were these flies that were just covering the outside of buildings. Like, what on earth were these bugs?
Yeah, there's a depends where you were visiting in Ohio. Can I
It's
ask
like,
what part?
I think it was like Cleveland.
Cleveland? Okay. There's like some Mayfield bugs that are out a lot. I don't see it as much in Bowling Green, but
Oh my gosh, it was insane. Like the outside of the buildings were literally crawling. It looked like a horror movie.
oh,
Everybody's just walking around. You see, like the tourists are like swatting these things around. They're
yeah.
like, "Oh, they're called midges or something." I'm like, "Oh my god,
Mm,
this is so not
maybe.
cool."
There's just a lot of corn around me. A
Yeah,
lot of farmers from Ohio. Grew
yeah,
up.
that's
My
awesome.
mom lived on a farm.
That's cool.
Mm.
No farm life for me. What? All right. So, like, if you've got packaging, if you've got a paper that dissolves, yes, you can use it in the bathroom. Yeah, you can use it in the kitchen. Like, what would be an application like you personally, not as an employee of SmartSolve, like where would be the coolest place that you could see using a dissolvable paper packaging?
Mhm. Yeah. No, that is a good question, and it's cool because there are so many different use cases,
Mhm.
but if I wasn't on behalf of SmartSolve, feminine care is really big. Like, you're already in the bathroom, you're throwing away the package. It's nice to be there in the toilet and be able to flush it.
And then just be done. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's good. We got a question from Chris Olson. Has anyone tried timed treatment applications such as face mask film, where the initial layer provides a boost of vitamins followed by a moisturizing face, and then finally the soothing botanical? That's a good question. Like, can you can you determine how long it takes for that material to dissolve?
Yeah, we have a variety of thicknesses of the paper. So our thinnest
Mhm.
2-point is like tissue paper thin. Um, can go 3-point regular paper, 5-point more like a cardboard. We can go as thick up to board stock, though that's not as popular. And then
Sure.
the heat seal coating can be different thicknesses as well. So it
Can
can
you
take
can you
longer or
bond?
shorter to dissolve.
So could you bond a thinner to a thicker? So like the thin one would be the um, like the vitamin layer, and then the next one would be some kind of moisturizer like built in. Like so, I would take my paper mask, I would get it wet, and I'd stick it on my face, and then it would just as it dissolves, it applies the product. And then when I'm done, I don't have like this sheet of unrecyclable paper.
Yeah, we have a very broad patent, and any water soluble paper with any and all bioresin coatings is covered under SmartSolve's patent.
Hmm. No, good stuff. We got a question here from Hugh. He's like, I don't want your stupid shirt. No, he's already received one.
Oh,
You're asking about the material that is replacing LDPE bags. It's called Vila. That it's like a tissue paper replacing poly bags. So it's Vila. You can reach out to Corey, or you can check them out on like the Seaman Paper website. Uh, Clayton's got a question here. What is the name of the machine used to convert a slurry of water and cellulose fiber into a single ply paper used for print or packaging?
ooh.
I'm going to let Dana take this one.
And me being the marketing coordinator at the company, when I get questions like this, I say, "Here's our director of flexible
Yeah.
packaging." So you're
Uh,
stumping me, Clayton.
Clayton, you've stumped me too, man. I don't know. What is the name? So you get a shirt. What is the name of this machine that converts the slurry of water and cellulose fiber into a single ply paper? Listen, and if somebody else knows in the audience, then let us know. Hugh, what do you think it is? You know quite a bit about this, Hugh or Frank. What do you guys think it is? Because I definitely don't know what this is. I can picture it in my mind, but I can't tell you what it's called. But yeah, so I think again, like there's a lot of really cool applications for this stuff, and I like where Chris is going, and thinking like of the different layers, like what else you can do with this.
Mhm,
Because I think that's where a lot of people are going to be able to innovate. It's just like thinking this material does X. Cool.
mhm,
I've seen it in soap. I've seen it in this. Now, what else can we do with it?
mhm.
And
And
that's
one
where
of
you're going to get like some innovation. Like,
Yeah. One of the things I can just end with, one of my ending statements is our slogan is zero waste, zero hassle. And so, yes, it's great that it's a zero waste material, but I love focusing on the zero hassle element too for consumers. We're just trying to make it easier, make it a nicer experience to contribute to less waste in the environment.
yeah. What do we got? The Fordrenay machine. I was like right on the
Quarter
tip of my, it was right on the tip of my
Quarter.
tongue. Uh, is used for single ply paper production. Cylinder machine is used for layered paperboard. Always come ready with the manufacturer. Dude, your questions are insane. You just got out of school like last week, right? So like you've got all that stuff like right there. Do you use that? So Clayton, do you use that information in your day to day now that you've started at a food company? Tom saying I love SmartSolve. Thanks, Dana.
Oh, thank you, Tom.
Absolutely. Like I said, if you guys have any questions on SmartSolve or if you guys want to get some samples, like reach out to Dana, reach out to the SmartSolve team. It's definitely some cool paper to play with. And yeah, exactly, John. It's a paper machine. But yeah, definitely get some samples. Get that one once you get it in your hand, like you can come up with new
Yeah.
applications for it. Because like it's not until you have it and you fold it and you see it and you drop
We
it in
have
water and see what it can do.
a whole booklet you can play with the different material thicknesses for the paper, pouches, and even comes in labels. And we
Mhm.
actually just did a really cool video production on our website about label stock. We made our own grocery store scene at our facility, big 10-foot grocery store scene. Then it goes to a brand conference room, and then it ends with plastic recyclers.
Cool. Well, thank you, Hugh. Thanks, Dana, for being on. We're gonna wrap this up. Clayton says I'll be needing to know about film converting processes for laminates and whatnot. Well, maybe we'll get somebody on here that talks about that. Or Clayton, would be great if you join us as well to talk about this. But we're gonna wrap this up. Dana, thank you so much. Like I said, go check her out and her team at SmartSolve.